Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, back with some more CES coverage for you. Now, if you're a fan of mechanical keyboards like I am, you're definitely not going to want to miss this video. I got to take a look at the booth of a new gaming company called Hexgears that's looking to disrupt the mechanical keyboard market by providing enthusiast level features with what gamers have kind of come to expect with their keyboards. So sit back, relax, and join me as we take a look at Hexgears. So if you guys have been following CES coverage over the last week, you've probably seen pictures popping up on Twitter or Reddit of a giant mechanical keyboard. Now this was all at the Hexgears booth, and they actually had a giant full-size 10 keyless mechanical keyboard that was set up. It all worked. They had it with a pretty cool like type racer type game, and you could go in there and type on them, and it was a pretty neat little thing to kind of draw people in. And admittedly, this is what brought me over to their booth because I just wanted to have some pictures over there to kind of post on my Twitter like, oh yeah, I found the giant keyboard. But when I got to talking with one of their reps and really got to hear what they were about, I was really impressed with what I saw. So Hexgears is essentially a new gaming brand that is a part of a parent company, Kono, which, if you're familiar with the Kono store, is a company that makes enthusiast level mechanical keyboards. And they have a new one coming out called the Kira that you may have seen that looks really, really great. And so what they're looking to do with Hexgears is essentially marry the enthusiast level features with kind of traditional gaming keyboards. And the idea here is to kind of put all the features that people want once they kind of get into mechanical keyboards into something that you can get right out of the gate. So their whole kind of philosophy is, I guess you could say, they want this to be the only keyboard that you need to buy. Now they have a bunch of different varieties, and the thing that impressed me the most is it checks all of the boxes for me and comes in at what I consider to be a very disrupting price point. I mean, you see flagship level keyboards right now coming in at 160 bucks, sometimes even 200 bucks, and Hexgears keyboards are coming in at between 80 and 159 bucks depending on the keyboards that you're getting. Now they have a couple of different models that they're going to be launching. They have a nice little small low profile keyboard, the X1. They have another one called the Nova and the Supernova, which are a 10 keyless and a full-size variety respectively. But the two that I particularly want to talk to you guys about in this video are their Gemini Dusk and Gemini Dawn, and then also the Impulse keyboard, but we'll talk about that one here in just a little bit. Now, I've actually got some cheat sheet cards here because there are so many features packed into the Gemini Dusk and Dawn that I was confident that I would not be able to memorize them and get this video out in a reasonable length of time. So you guys are gonna have to excuse me while I just read this off the card, but there was just no way I was gonna be able to memorize everything that was coming in this keyboard. And just so you guys know, these keyboards are all up for pre-order right now. None of them are quite to market yet, but they are going to be coming very soon. Now, Hexgears is offering discounts for pre-orders before launch, and on the Gemini Dusk and Dawn particularly, they're $20 off, and all the other Hexgears keyboards are $10 off before they launch. Now, currently they're only available on the Kono store, which I'll have a link down to in the description, but once they launch, they'll also be available on Amazon as well. So the Gemini Dusk and Dawn is their top tier keyboard. It comes in a 10 keyless variety, and the Dusk is the all black keyboard, and then the Dawn is the white keyboard. These keyboards are made with all metal construction, so they're very heavy. I picked them up there at the booth. They got a really nice, weighty, very durable quality feel. The keyboards come with a choice of Kale box switches, so you can get them in white, brown, or red Kale switches. And one of the cool things about it is they're all hot swappable. So the nice thing about it is, say you buy one of these keyboards and a little bit, down the line you decide, well, I don't really like clicky, I want to go tactile, or I want to try linear. You don't have to get a new keyboard there, and that's sort of the whole thing with kind of Hexgears' philosophy is that, hey, if you want to replace the board, just replace the switches. You don't need to get rid of the whole keyboard. They got some other nice things like dual USB-C ports on the back, so if you want to plug it in the right side or plug it in the left side, kind of helps just keep the cables a little bit clearer on the desk. All of Hexgears keyboards come with double shot PBT keycaps, which is another nice premium kind of enthusiast level feature that is coming with these gaming keyboards. Now they do have all per key 16.8 million color RGB, and the nice thing about these keyboards too is that they have all open source firmware, so you can basically customize the keyboard all you want and program it and then save everything directly on the keyboard, so you don't actually have any software running in the background on your computer, which is always a nice thing too. So just based on all those features alone, that is a damn good value for $139 for the pre-order price, and even the $160 price, it gives you a ton of stuff that you can do, and pretty much all the high-end features that I would want from a gaming keyboard especially, all coming in, from the PBT keycaps to the all-metal construction, the Kale box switches, a lot of really great stuff there to be had. Now the Impulse is particularly impressive from a budget standpoint. The Impulse keyboard is going to give you the same Kale box switches with full RGB customizability, metal back plates. They have it in a full-size variety that's going to come with 2 different color options. And here's the big kicker. One variety comes with full PBT pudding keycaps. So those are those nice keycaps with kind of the all white undersides and the black tops that give you that really nice, beautiful RGB. Or you can get it in a 2-toned white and gray keycap, which is also going to be all PBT, and it has a really nice light bar that wraps around the entire keyboard as well. So all of these great features coming in at $89 or $99 depending on the variety that you choose, which is in my mind just an insane value. I mean, a set of pudding keycaps is already going to cost you like $35 to $40. So when you consider that with everything that they're cramming into this keyboard, really is kind of a nice thing to see for somebody like me who really likes mechanical keyboards, to see a company that's coming in and really trying to give people what they want. And when I talked with the marketing rep and also one of the guys that actually works on the keyboards, they just said that they wanted to make keyboards that they wanted to use, and they really had the consumer in mind. And so you guys can bet that I'm definitely going to be getting some of these keyboards to review fully on the channel, and I'm very excited. I think Hexgears was probably one of my most exciting things that I saw in terms of what this keyboard nerd wants to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'll have links down below if you want to check out some of these keyboards a little bit more in detail. And of course, when they do start to release, I'll do my best to get them here on the channel so I can do full reviews for you guys. But with that, give this video a like if you enjoyed it to show your support, and let me know down in those comments below what you think about marrying enthusiast level features with sort of gaming centric features to create a great all-in-one entry-level keyboard that you don't necessarily have to get rid of when you want to pursue enthusiast level features. You can also follow me on Twitter at Brainbean Gaming, and of course if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe because I'll have a lot more videos like this for you in the near future. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll have more CES coverage for you in the near future.